And as you've indicated, the independent dialogues epitomize the People's Summit. There have been, as of today, 796 independent dialogues registered, involving over 25,000 participants. I'm with the Blue Marble Evaluation Network that's engaged in global systems transformation evaluations. And Blue Marble refers to the iconic image of the Earth without borders or boundaries taken from the last Apollo flight to the moon in 1972. Interestingly, Apollo was the Greek god of music, poetry, and prophecy, and at this pre-summit and the full summit to follow, we are engaged collectively in prophesizing the future of food and correspondingly the future of humanity. Our global Blue Marble Evaluation Network has been commissioned to synthesize the patterns and themes that emerge across the panorama of diverse independent dialogues. We just published our second interim report 2 weeks ago to inform the deliberations at this summit. The report is posted on the Summit Dialogues portal. The independent dialogues don't typically generate specific solutions. Rather, the niche and contribution of the independent dialogues has emerged as providing guidance on how solutions should be identified and implemented. Cutting across the hundreds of independent dialogues, our coding and analysis team has identified 10 overarching themes to share today. The first is a strong commitment to transforming food systems to be more equitable and sustainable. The dialogues have, across the board, been transformation focused. The second theme is the call for applying complex systems thinking systematically and uniformly. Other guiding themes include adapting solutions to diverse local contexts, valuing diversity and engaging inclusively, with a special commitment to amplifying the voices of women, indigenous people, smallholder farmers, and youth. Shifting perspectives and changing mindsets toward genuine food systems transformation. Innovation, but being diligent and thoughtful to integrate what is already working into innovations. Facilitating conflict resolution and negotiating trade-offs. And mobilizing and engaging multi-stakeholder processes to support working collaboratively across sectors and responsibilities, including civil society actors. And finally, being transparent and open in all that goes on. I doubt that any of these themes surprise you. They are themes that have resonated throughout this pre-summit. The language of transformation, systems thinking, recognizing complexity, aiming for sustainability and equity permeate the dialogues, as have those themes been dominant in this pre-summit. But what has not been discussed in any of the sessions I've attended or listened to is the transformation of the underlying development infrastructure that inhibits innovation and transformation. I'm speaking of the ways that projects and programs in national, regional, and international development are planned, designed, funded, implemented, managed, and evaluated. The top-down, accountability-focused, and bureaucratic processes, protocols, procedures, and reporting mandates put in place during colonialism remain pervasive. Planning, management, evaluation processes have been brought into the public sector from industrial manufacturing methods. The culture of military-style command and control approaches dominate what is called strategic thinking. These inhibit innovation and constrain civil society initiatives to change systems, and are a core part of the underlying bureaucratic and change-resistant infrastructure that holds existing food, fossil fuel, and inequitable systems in place. You know what I'm talking about. Silver bullet solutions, simple linear logic models, mechanistically narrow focused theories of change, SMART goals, anachronistic and controlling results-based management criteria, outdated OECD DAC criteria, despite the recent window dressing update. I'm a professional evaluator and been engaged at full-time in evaluation for 50 years, writing textbooks and teaching evaluation around the world. And I can confirm and reconfirm what you already know and have experienced. The dominant planning and evaluation approaches are based on accountability mindsets, not systems transformation, based on complexity understandings, authentic learning, and ongoing adaptation. To incorporate system thinking into planning requires transforming planning, To design for sustainability requires transforming design processes. To engage inclusively, ensure diversity, and change systems to be genuinely equitable requires transforming power structures. To infuse complexity understandings into management requires transforming management training and practices. To evaluate transformation requires transforming evaluators.
15 seconds.
There are evaluators who are engaged in these processes, but far too few. The independent dialogues offer a vision of transformed food systems. Realizing that vision will require transforming the power structures and bureaucratic processes that hold existing systems in place. These are the messages I hear in the independent dialogues.
Thank you so much, Michael, for those remarks. We are still waiting for our other presenters.